Hey guys, Paul Kepner here. Welcome back. On this review, I wanted to show you the Meike 25mm f2 lens. Meike had this on sale on Amazon. It was about 130 bucks, so I thought I'd give it a shot. When you order the lens, of course, it comes in a nice box like this. You get your lens, you get your front cap, your back cap. You get a sun hood, which is pretty nice. It's not one of those little crappy screw-on ones that actually fits on like that. It's a nice one. And a little bag to put it in. It's like a suede type, but it's not leather, it's a fabric, so it'll do. The nice thing about the lens is it's all metal construction. I've been really happy with that. The front filter thread on here is a 55mm, which I enjoy that because my Canon FD lenses and my Contax Zeiss lenses all have 55mm front thread, so that means I can use the tapered step-up rings on this one if I wanted, and also I can put a follow focus gear on here, so make it basically a cinemated lens. The aperture on here has 10 blades. It's fully dampened and declicked. It's a very nice, very smooth aperture on it. The focus is very smooth and dampened. So I was in Houston for a few days, and I took it out and wanted to get some test shots while the family and I were out. And everything I shot on the test was shot wide open, so take that in consideration. It stops down to f/22. I'd never do that. On this lens, honestly, as sharp as it is at f2, I wouldn't go past 5, 6, or 8 unless I just want a crazy depth of field. I mean, it's very, very nice. You won't be disappointed in it. Like I said, it's all metal construction. It's very heavy. It's some people may like that, some people don't. Myself, I like a heavier lens. It's easier to hang on to and grab, and you can feel it in your hands. I know there are other 25mm lenses that are shorter. Like I have the Meike 35mm f1.7. It's a short one. It's a little bit thicker than a pancake, and it's a great lens. It's sharp, but the problem is it's so short. The focus ring and the aperture ring are so close together and so narrow that it makes it really difficult to walk around and focus. It's more for a set your focus and leave, or if you're doing stills maybe. But this one, you've got plenty of separation between, you have the focus here and aperture over here. And the focus ring is actually this wide, so I mean you don't accidentally hit the aperture when you're shooting, which is nice. I really like it. For $130, it's a very good deal, especially if you're wanting a fast lens. It's a f2, so I know that Panasonic makes one that's a f1.7, 25mm 1.7, I think that's what it is. You'll see from the test footage, the images, even wide open, are very sharp. It does have some slight chromatic aberration. You'll see on the shoot when I'm going down the highway. It's late at night and the cars are coming towards me. You'll see the purple fringing around the headlights. Again, that's at f2. So once you stop down to 2.8, pretty much gone. I mean, you're gonna have to really, really zoom in and nitpick to see it. So it's to be expected on a cheaper lens. I mean, if you paid $500 to $1,000 for this, I'd expect better, but for the price, it's pretty impressive. Hold on. So yeah, like I said, it's a cool lens. It'll definitely stay in my kit with me, because usually if I go, in fact this past weekend I was out on a shoot for a pilot, and I used this lens. I used the 25mm. And I also had the cinema lenses, so I took those. And I used my Contax Zeiss lenses, and when we were reviewing the footage, everything blended perfect. The colors, everything. So yeah, this is definitely a very useful lens. So not sure exactly how heavy it is. Let's see if it says it on the box. Yes, I'm blind. Nope, didn't say. Yep, didn't say how heavy it is. And unfortunately, the scale that I have is at the office, so I can't can't measure it there, or can't measure it here. So anyway, but yeah, it's got some heft to it, which I like. I really like it. You know what? Actually, let me show you this compared to the 35mm, just to give you an idea. So hold on one second. Let me go grab it. Okay, let me show you the comparisons, just so you have an idea of how big this lens is, and if you think it'll work for you. So here's that little 35mm I was telling you about. Actually, if you look at these lenses, or if you're considering buying one of these lenses and you want a case for it, the little 35 1.7, look online. You can get these little old SLR cases for the macro extension tubes, usually for $1 or less on eBay or thrift stores or wherever. So, and it fits us perfect. Look at that. So I've got a little case for it, so I keep it in the case. Just remember that. So here's the 35mm f1.7 that I was telling you about. It's right here. And then as a comparison, here, let me scoot this back so you can see it a little bit better. This is the 35mm cinema lens. So you can see how big they are. This is 35 1.7, the 25, and the cinema lens. So it's around the same size as far as, not bad. Like I said, I've been happy with it and they blend perfect. Let's go take a look at the test shots, see what you think, and see you in a few minutes. Hey, welcome back. Hope you like the test shots. As you saw, it's pretty, I mean, wide open, late at night, f2. It's a great lens. Very sharp. I like it. Very clear. Everything I shot on those videos were shot in Vlog, and the only thing I added to it was the Panasonic Vlog to Rec 709. I didn't add any sharpening or anything, and maybe you saw the chromatic aberration that I was telling you about on the cars as they were driving by on the road. But other than that, pretty much 90%, if not more, of the footage that you shoot with this will look really nice. I mean, you'll really have to pixel peep to see any chromatic aberrations on it. But anyway, it's a great lens. I like it. I'll definitely be using it more, and like I said, it stays in my bag. I've been really happy with it. It's a good deal, and for, like I said, on Amazon, 130, no brainer. So anyway, it's Paul Kepner, Capcraft Media Productions, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks.